Hello, my name is Jagoda Pasko, and I wanted to share with you my story of helping in Ukraine. I actually might look a bit tired because I just got back from Kharkiv today, so I am a bit tired but full of energy because I love helping people and I love changing the world to better. I started to help with evacuation in Ukraine. Firstly, from Lviv to the border, I was evacuating especially mothers with kids and disabled persons. I started doing that because when war started, I was skiing and I just couldn't stand being there and having a great time, enjoying it, and knowing that people are suffering there, like 200 kilometers from me. So I started to look for the ways to get involved. I saw in the internet that many people were asking for helping to evacuate women with kids from Ukraine to Poland. So I started to look for a bigger car, and fortunately my friend borrowed me a car for 7 persons. He's Chilean, living in Krakow, and he's got a huge heart. So I evacuated first 10 days. I was evacuating people from Lviv. I evacuated probably a bit more than 200 persons. Sometimes in my car I had like the maximum I think was 12 persons, and the border control was like so surprised. Once when I had 11 persons, the border control guy asked me like, how did you put the 11 persons? And I said like, oh, yesterday I had 12. Yeah, we were taking as many people as possible to our cars. Kids were sitting on mother's knees. After evacuation, I saw that the evacuation needs were like decreasing. So I was thinking, okay, what can I do next? Is there anything else that I can do? So we started to provide humanitarian aid. Firstly, I went to Kyiv first time, so it was much further than Lviv. I was preparing myself psychologically for that, just for taking like bigger risk, because it's not so easy, but it's also not so difficult for me. After going to Kyiv with humanitarian aid, evacuating people back with my friend, we decided to go to Kharkiv first time. I must admit I wasn't afraid. I was just feeling in my heart it was a place where I should go, where I should help. I'm trying to listen to my heart and follow my heart. I think it's the best way to do, the best way to act, and actually the world is showing me that it's the best way, because I'm receiving so many good things from people around. I'm receiving so much help. I just said like, oh, I'm looking for a van because I needed to deliver things. And then just some friend who spent with me one day evacuating people, he started to organize a help with their friends, and they bought me a van, literally. I'm so thankful for that. And I'm cooperating with so wonderful people. With people who are giving their best, with people in Ukraine, with people in Poland, with people from actually all over the world. That, in these difficult times, a great thing that I see is that world is and can be a wonderful place. And I want the world to be like now, meaning the cooperation with people, the trust that we create. So I went to Kharkiv already 4 times, and the 4th time I went with a truck. And I went actually inside the truck with the driver, because I wanted to make sure that we will deliver all things, 100% of what we took from here, from Poland. In Kharkiv, bombing is a normal thing now. Like, it's normal that several times an hour there is bombing, probably like 15-20 kilometers from us. Sometimes I'm wondering like, okay, how many people died? What is happening there? Is it coming here? Fortunately, I had the luck and nothing happened to me till this time. So I feel kind of safe. It's maybe not like real safety, but I feel where I go, like people really need us. Many people trusted me and gave me money and gave me things to take, and I wanted to make sure that it goes to people who need that. So I went with volunteers to visit the families and the women with kids that were receiving the help, older people, and so on. I went to the metro station underground where people are living or hiding there because of the bombing, and even like police is helping to deliver warm food there. I just really wanted to make sure that we are helping right people, and I feel 100% responsible for what I get. and I'm transferring it just to Ukrainian people, to Kharkiv or to other places that need help. So if you would like to help us, I'm actually accepting everything. I'm accepting money, I'm accepting mostly food, medical stuff, and so on. I have the full list of things that are needed, especially in Kharkiv, for hospital, for civilian people, and for the army. I have a full list on my Facebook website in my posts. I promise that I will use every single dollar, zloty, euro, or something in a good way. I feel responsible for that, and I promise you that. Hold me responsible. And I will keep posting on my Facebook what we do, how we operate, because I want you to be sure that it's going to a good place.